Hi again everyone and welcome to another episode of Beards and Board Games with me, Georgie, and today something totally different again, and it's a new segment we're going to be doing called Board Game Banter.
Some of you out there might be wondering exactly what Board Game Banter is. Well, what Board Game Banter is going to be me and Georgie just sitting down having a little discussion about any topic from the board game world. It could vary from lots of different things, and we're looking for your kind of input as well to see if there's anything you're interested in talking about, and we'll be bringing out a new episode around about every couple of weeks.
Yeah, we probably should have mentioned, this is Tom, my friend. So this week's episode is going to be about best introductory game, if you didn't see in the intro, or what we call, which is maybe a bit lengthy for the intro, best game for new gamers or non-gamers,
yeah.
sort of just to play and
introducing people to games in general, really.
Yeah. And my game is King of Tokyo, which I've done a review for before, and there's a link. I'll put a link in the description below. The reason I picked King of Tokyo is just because, I mean, for one, the theme is awesome, just destroying buildings, well, not destroying buildings, but, you know, being in Tokyo, pretending to destroy buildings, but fighting the others, rolling the dice to just get hits and try and gain the victory points, and you kind of always feel like you're doing something, whether you're healing, or most likely getting hit all the time, or trying to use one of your cards or anything like that. And I just really, really love King of Tokyo for that, and the fact that it suits all age groups as well, I find it really good.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'd agree. King of Tokyo is a really enjoyable game, and it definitely, as Georgie said, introduces you to a lot of different things about board games. You know, dice rolling and using cards and being able to actually spend things to get cards, and you know, and also just trying to beat people in a board game. You know, actually trying to win a board game. You know, because it is a competitive game. I mean, I've seen some quite competitive, kind of heated things going on at that table. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. The one thing I would say about it is, though, that it doesn't necessarily suit maybe the two-player, you know, if you were trying to introduce someone to a game for the first time, just because of the fact it can turn into a little bit of beat-em-up. But other than that, it's definitely a very good game to introduce somebody to board games.
Yeah, I guess if you're just going to play something two-player, you'd rather play something like Zombie Dice, or, you know, something that's just like a short dice game, or
totally.
Something like a short card game or something like that.
The 3 to 4, it's perfect.
Yeah. And I think because we mostly play in we try to mostly play in bigger groups. King of Tokyo's not. I mean, that's basically why I've picked it for my number one game.
Yeah, totally. Right, well, for my choice, I've actually picked Forbidden Island, which is a completely different choice from King of Tokyo, going for more of a tile-laying game, and if you've seen Georgie's review, you'll maybe know a little bit more about the game. But it's really it's really, really enjoyable. I mean, it's a co-op game, so obviously you're not playing against players, you're looking more to work together as a team. But what I feel it does is, again, it introduces you to kind of a lot of basic mechanics that you're going to get in other board games, you know, but having to shuffle tiles and drawing them randomly, and also, one thing I really find about it is it teaches you how to plan ahead in games, or like actually look at a game and be able to kind of figure out what's possibly going to come next, or what you need to watch out for, and just kind of, in general, I feel it's a really, really solid game, especially for the price, and you get a fantastic tin. So overall, I can't think of a better game.
Yeah, I mean, I did mention, again, in my review, I know we keep mentioning them again, it's like shameless plugging or something, but the box in of Forbidden Island is awesome, and that if that's not enough to turn any new gamer onto it, I don't know what is, but the game itself is really, really fun. There was a couple of things that I mentioned earlier on about, we were discussing earlier on about a couple of the downsides to it, and I did actually just think about a brand new one right now.
What?
The pawns.
Yeah.
If you're going to have, like...
Yeah, definitely, I'll give you that.
I kind of feel like the treasures are like
the treasures
awesome.
Are awesome.
Like they
awesome.
look really sweet, and like if a new gamer's playing and they get one, they're just like, yes, you know, you feel really chuffed because you've got the crystal of fire or the chalice of the ocean.
You want to make sure it's next to you on the table, you know.
How's the pawn going to hold it? I mean, it's a stump with a head. There's nothing. It just could have maybe added something.
Yeah, especially considering they've got different like class cards and things like that. You think they could have maybe made the pawns or made the figures at least.
Yeah, even just like a meeple with an image of it. Like the pilot could have had a helmet.
Yeah,
like
if they just
an X-wing pilot.
Yeah, that's probably. Yeah, I agree with that. That's probably the only thing I could possibly have a go at for.
Yeah,
but. It's a really small qualm.
It is. It really is.
Everything else about it, I mean, it's just a...
It's a really fun game, and particularly if you just let the other players go for it and just make their own decisions, and just...
Yeah.
If you're not afraid of losing, just let them lose and just let them figure it out themselves, because that's exactly what everyone else had to do the first time they played it, and that's how they learned how to enjoy it.
Totally.
So let them enjoy it the same way, I would say.
Yeah, no, totally. But overall, it is a really, really, really good game, and it's it's just kind of got everything I certainly look for in a game. You know, it's fun. The fact that it's really good cooperative as well. It makes people kind of want to work together as opposed to still, because you know certain co-op games can still kind of people try to get their own, you know, as opposed to working as a team.
Yeah.
Forbidden Island forces you to work as a team, and in a good way.
Yeah.
You know, it makes player interaction really easy.
Yeah, I would agree. Anyway, I would say that's about it from us, but thanks again for watching. You've been watching, an episode of Board Game Banter with me, Georgie.
And me, Tom.
Catch you guys later.
See you later, guys.